Hi, I'm Arjun Pasa, and I'd like to welcome you to Drew's Craft Paper Plane Dossier. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the Toreador paper airplane by David Mitchell. For this paper airplane, you're going to need a 75 GSM printer paper with the dimensions 7.3 by 4 inches into 6 inches. It's just as simple as that. To begin, we are going to take this sheet of paper and fold it in half. Let's take it like this, make the corners meet like that. Just press it together. When you're confident, start pinching down on the side like this. And just get something of like a book. That's why it's called a book fold. Then we're going to flatten this. Then we're going to bring one side and press it down to the middle crease like this. See? Just put it down. Make it go to the middle crease. Like that. If you want, you can fold this up and see if this line matches this and does not go over or under, it's correct. Yep, it's correct. Now I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. Take it, just press it down when we are confident that the fold has come there. Now, here's the more tricky part. We are going to take our scale and a pen. My pen has purple ink, like that. I'm going to draw a line from this point, the top of this, to this. Now you can go two ways about this. Either you can physically draw the line or just make a big nice mark on your scale by just pressing it down a bit like that. But I prefer pen because it's easier to see. But if you don't want the design on the final model, use a pencil instead. And I'm going to use pen because I personally think a pen design will look better. Remember, you don't have to make a complete line. Just make it till where you know you're comfortable. Like, see, I've left this part here. And now we are going to repeat the same for the other side. Take it from this one end and draw it to the other. So we're going to position that really carefully. Take our pen, make a nice straight line. I'm going to adjust this line because it's faded a bit. Take this. Yeah, you should roughly have something like this, like an arrow. Now the reason we made this fold is so that we can fold down on this. So just take this and start lining it up there on the line and just fold it halfway through. Don't fold it down completely until you're sure. This is your first time, you can take a scale and line it up to make sure it's coming correctly. When you're confident that it's come correctly, go ahead and press it down. Repeat the same on the other side. Take your scale, put it along the line and fold this bit up. Now the reason I won't recommend using the scale is because sometimes you may bring the scale a bit too far. The paper will fold in another way. Although your scale might be a bit too thick, this bit right from the top scale to the bottom might be too big. And it might be slanted, it won't be straight, it could be slanted. So it won't come well. I'm only using my scale because I'm confident that this edge is straight and it does not slant upwards. When you're confident, press that down and let it stay open. Now we're going to take our pen again. Only if you're not confident you have to use pen to mark these things. Otherwise there's no need. But if you're just beginning, then I recommend you take a pen to make your life easier. And just draw a line from here to here. That is where this sort of rectangle ends and the triangle suit like flaps begin to start. Then we're going to just draw on that. That we're going to close our pen and we're going to fold down on our purple line which I've drawn over here. So you can see it's where this rectangular part ends and this starts. We're just going to fold down in that line. Now I've angled my paper this way so it's easy to see. And this is the front, this is the back. But you can rotate it in any direction you like as long as you follow the steps correctly and you are aware which part the front, which part the back. Now you've been noticing that this is like the mantis. Actually this is a variation so it shouldn't be that difficult. It's a slightly more simple variation though. Now I'm going to take this part and make it line up here. So I'm going to take this right here like this and this should be a front. Take this and fold it down on this line here. Remember to press it down because we are not going to unfold this. We can stay where it is. Unfold it if you feel the fold isn't confident and press down again. Now repeat with the other side. Okay, just press it down. Just line that up a bit. If this flap starts to come up, it's okay to press it down a bit. But if it's too high, it may come a little high, maybe this high, but that's okay. If it comes too high, like this high, then you misfold and you have to fold again. Now we're going to fold this bit down on this bit. So we're just going to take our plane again and fold this bit down. Then just keep pressing it down. It's a bit thick, the paper in the end, especially if you're using 75 GSM or thicker. Just don't use cardstock, that's not a very good idea. So yeah, this is what roughly a plane should look like now. Now we are approaching the very end. We are going to take our plane on the other side and we're going to fold it down like this. And then instead of slanting the plane, we're going to make it go straight down. Just take it and press it down like this. Like that. Then here's a trick. Instead of just folding this side down too, take this and make it stand up. Then press this down on the other side. Like that. Just press it down on the other side. Press it back here. If you want a guide for where to fold, roughly when your whole thing folds, it should come on this triangle here. This triangle here if you fold it evenly. And you have finished making the paper airplane. Let me show you what a designed version should look like. And this is what the designed version of the paper airplane could look like. Now a few ideas. First, you could make this windscreen sort of thing and make this part a bit long so that when you fold it, it's still visible and about the same size as these two. You could even write the name of maybe an Air Force FAP and maybe Toreador over here because that's the name of the plane. And here you can make target signs and make any color come on this side and this side. I recommend using silver bicolor paper because you can get a good nice silver look on this and a nice colored look on the whole big main fuselage. You can put some target signs on it or even bulls because toreadors are related to bullfights. Now let's commence a test flight. And now we're going to commence our test flight. For a long, nice, smooth and optimal flight, I recommend that you launch the plane at medium speed and hold it at the middle of the fuselage. Not the front, the middle. Otherwise it's not going to go that far. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And that is what your smooth and optimal flight should look like. If you got your folds correct, it will go quite the distance. Now I've experimented with this plane and you get three variations for this. One is of course our most famous distance glider. The second would be the glider that has a really high speed, and the third a stunts plane. It's up to you to figure out all of them. Now we're coming to an end of this video where I'm going to give you a few golden rules about using this plane. The first golden rule is that when launching this plane in high wind speed conditions, always throw it in the same direction of the wind. Because if you throw it in the direction against which the wind is going, it's going to come down and it's going to crash tilting sideways. It's not going to come down, it's going to tilt sideways and fall, and you risk damaging these winglets, which is the whole reason it flies that far. The second golden rule is that when launching the plane in low or zero wind speed conditions, throw it at medium speed and hold the middle of the fuselage. This bit is known as the fuselage, the part which you throw the plane, right? Hold it at the middle and then launch at medium speed. If you hold it here and launch at any speed, it's not going to go that far and it's going to come down with quite a bit of noise. So always throw it at the middle of the fuselage, not the beginning, not the end, the middle. The third and final golden rule is to always have tons of fun playing with these paper airplanes, and feel free to share this video with other people so that they too can enjoy making and flying paper airplanes. And always remember, play safe and play fair. Oh, and in case you were wondering, Toreador is Slovenian for bullfighter. Thank you for joining me today. See you next time.